boy record a drone right now. You locked, you plugged in, you live to Unique Soundz. DJ Cuts, Tricks, Maharaj, Navi, Triple A. How we say? Slaughter them. Yo, this is pretty.
My name is DJ Triple A. I'm the CEO of Unique Soundz, members in New York, Atlanta, Florida. Continue talking. What I do for Unique Soundz is deal with the business, the bookings, transactions, dealing with promoters. When we go out, sometimes I would DJ. When we started out, I would go out and DJ most of the time because these guys right here would be afraid to be in front of a crowd. So I would have to go out and DJ first. Now I would say that I'm the MC, the hype man, along with DJ Cuts when we go out. Okay, well, when it comes to those kinds of things and we put them in perspective, I wouldn't say that I'm the CEO, that I'm a dictator. Everything that we deal with is all a group decision. And most of the time we always end up agreeing on whatever it is. It could be, oh, we're gonna buy a dub. Oh, a promoter could have talked to Tricks instead of me and ask them for a price. They'll either ask, sometimes they go straight to Cuts, ask him because, you know, he's the oldest member in Unique. Just because he's more experienced, but most of the time we discuss it as a group. So I wouldn't say that I tell them what to do and all that kind of stuff. Most of the time the only thing I tell them what to do is when we go out is have a good time, be professional, bring the energy, and be different. That's it. That's all I tell them. Music is an expression of who you are, whether you know it or not, for every single person. The type of music you listen to, what you do to the music when you listen to it. Meaning, like, you see when I listen to soca music, and you see the feeling, the reaction I get when I'm on stage hyping up the crowd, that's everything to me. That's me portraying who I am, my culture. I love soca, I just love the groovy feel to it. There's never a time of the day that you cannot put on a soca song no matter what mood you're in, happy, down, stressed, and you will not get a relieved feeling after. I'll just say Nookie by James EP. Why? Because that was like the first soca song that I actually remember being played in our house, because my dad used to play music at our family get-togethers and all that kind of stuff, and I just always remember that song since I was little. That was like I would say that that's probably like one of the first soca songs I ever memorized all the entire lyrics to the whole song to. But when I was little and I first heard the song, you have no idea what they're talking about. It just sounds catchy. And now when you get older, I look at some nookie tonight, and we go out and be like, wow, yeah. I'm not trying to get in trouble like Kutso. Any genre?
Any genre.
UB40. Here I Am.
Okay.
That you would not expect if I just said that I love soca music. Why I love that song is because of the memories that it brings back. When I was young in our house in New York, and my dad used to put that on the weekends, and him and my mom used to dance. Love it. I love that song. Success. Because it doesn't matter, even when it comes to my schoolwork, I'm studying to be IT networking specialist in the field of systems and security. Even it doesn't matter, even when I'm at work and I work part-time, success drives you, because just the fact that you can work hard and at the end it will always pay off, that should drive everybody, not just me, but that's just how I look at the situation. Because especially when it comes to music, when we started out, nobody wanted to listen to us, nobody wanted to hear us, book us, none of that. Now, all within a year, I could honestly say I could count on one hand how much soca events we're not on. Literally just school. If I wasn't doing this, school and working part-time, that's it. That's all I would be doing. But, you know, I could have never pictured my life without music.
Okay.
The drive. And what I mean by the drive is, I have the passion for everything that happens. Meaning, when I say that we're gonna go out and we're gonna do something, we always do it. And because I have a team that always follows what I do and we all have the same mindset and they see the drive that I have, that motivates them to challenge even themselves to do better. For example, if we go to an event and we know that we just mashed up the one that we did last week, we're not just gonna mash up the one that we did that we have right now too. We're gonna try to excel do even better, bring something different to the table. Me up with this one, yo. If he asks y'all this, we all fuck. In all honesty, I couldn't let either go. All honesty, because I couldn't picture my life without music, nor could I picture my life without my girlfriend. Because, you know, there's people be like, oh, this person was here for this person was here for that. Within the couple months that we've been together, she's been with me through a lot of shit. And honestly has become my best friend. And because she's in the same business, she's very understanding of everything that goes on. It's not like I have to talk to her and explain to her, yo, babe, I gotta go to the studio, I gotta do this, I gotta make this mixtape, I gotta be up for these many hours. Oh, I didn't sleep last night. Oh, I gotta go here, so I gotta reschedule a date. She's always understanding.
Okay, that's it.
Well, one word that would describe me is passionate. Why I would say that is because, like I previously said, I have the passion for everything. Music is not just me going out and, oh, I have the mindset, I'm just doing this to make money. I could care less about the money. All I care about is I'm going out, I'm having fun doing what I love to do. I'm putting enjoyment into somebody's life at that moment that I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm showcasing my culture and where I come from. You can't honestly get bigger than those three things at that moment when you're on stage doing what you're doing. I am one of our remixers. I produce. I DJ live. I'm the man behind the set when we go out at all these events this year for 2015. I am a part-time college student. I go to Georgia Gwinnett College. I work part-time as well. I'm a twin, as most might know. I'm the little brother of the family. What else? Let's see. I just spend time with my friends and family most of the time. Well, growing up in a Caribbean house is always fun. Because one thing that we learned from young was that family is always around. Friends are always around. The vibes is always nice. And there's certain life lessons that we learned growing up that I don't think a lot of other kids got to learn. Such as having respect for elders, being humble, striving for success even at a young age. So not only that, we're exposed to many other things: great food, great music, great people. Music is just something that I think everybody grew up with, even us. Because I remember days growing up in Queens, I'd be in the kitchen with my mom and my grandma and I hear Indian and chutney music. But I go outside, just a couple steps outside the back door, and I hear my dad, you know, playing everything old you could think of. Dennis Brown, Marcia Griffiths, Barris, Buju, everything. So I've always been around music. And then of course growing up in New York, we were around hip hop too. And you know, so many mixes where we grew up, Latin, so we listen to Spanish music, reggaeton, bachata, merengue, everything. Well, how everyone has stress relievers. At first it was just kind of that. Before we even really got into music, it was just, you know, just listening to music outside with my dad. It was kind of just relaxing, like you just have that escape. Okay, you're listening to the music, you're really into the song. You might picture yourself on a beach, you might picture yourself somewhere away. It's just somewhere where you can mentally take yourself away, just for a little bit, a relief. I'd say one, because I have two and they're equal. There's Ja Standing By My Side by Tony Rebel, and there is Dennis Brown, Here I Come. First few lines of both songs. Love and hate can never be friends. So here I come with love and no hatred. That's Dennis Brown, Here I Come. Tony Rebel, famous line, If Ja is standing by my side, then why should I be afraid? Bring everything as much as the rest of the team does. But you know, like I said, I remix, I produce, so we do business with artists. Got close connections with people like 5-Star Akil, Pretty, me and Cranium were cool, Zola. Now that's just to name a few. And when I say friends, I mean like real friends. You know, things like that is beyond music. Like we're cool people. But now this year, coming out of my shell a little bit, I'm the man behind the set at all the big events that we DJ. You know, we got AAA Alex and Cuts Jorn. Yeah, the hype man. I'm behind the set, working it, playing all the music, getting everybody hyped, making the selections. But even besides that, you know, I'm more of a plan-oriented person. So if I know that things have to get done, such as, you know, we got this event coming up, we need to practice, we got mixtapes that need to be done, this is the date that we need to do it, this is how it needs to be done, this is how I want it done, this is how it needs to sound. I'm more of a perfectionist, I guess you could say. Because I feel like, because even though we're young, it doesn't mean that we can't put out quality work. And that's a lot of things that people look for nowadays is quality. So that's me. Yeah, the biggest show before we were even on the scene, and when I see this scene, I mean the Atlanta club scene, was Versatile Thursdays on ifedradio.net each and every Thursday. That radio show kind of set the platform for us, and what I mean by that is because it's an online radio and not FM based, you are able to reach more people. They're able to listen on the go, iPod, iPad, phone, you name it, desktop computer, you know, and like I said, on the go. So it was easier for people to get in contact with us through that. Contact is in listening to us from near and far, because our fan base stretched so much in that short period of time, and I think we've been doing this about a year and a half now, Versatile Thursdays. We have a strong fan base in Canada, New York. Had to add a DJ there because of that, because so many people wanted to book us, and I just wasn't able to fly out there. It's easier for me to just put a DJ there. Florida, of course Atlanta, we're big. Well, not big, but you know, pretty known. Couple people from South Carolina, Guyana, Trinidad. We had people listen from Puerto Rico, even Germany a couple times. So, you know, it kind of just widened just your normal, okay, well, I'm going out to the club in Atlanta, like you're able to open the ears of many listeners across the world. The one word that best describes me would be persistent. And the reason for that is because, like I said before, you know, I'm a more plan-oriented person. If I know things have to get done, I need it done a certain way. Because one thing that we learned from early is, because we're young, people look at us a different way. Like, okay, they're the young generation coming up. What is it that they have to offer that can replace the generation that is already there? And that could mean anything. That could be us emceeing, it could be us mixing, it could be us on the radio, just how we carry ourselves when we go out. It could be anything like that. So I'm very persistent in the way that things need to be done in order to reach the goals that we have as a team.
Okay.
The Christmas party. Every year we do an annual Christmas party. It's a non-profit party. So, you know, we get a lot of donations and stuff like that. We do it 100% free every Christmas. We get the whole community together, the kids, the families. We come out, we have a great time. We bring in the holidays together.
Okay.
I had to give it a unique name, but the thing is, like, you know, every year for the first 2 years it was like the Christmas party, because everybody's choosing extravagant names and stuff, and that name just kind of stuck. So just the Christmas party. So everybody knows, like, when you go into the Christmas party, they already know which one it is. The Unique Soundz one. We're the only Guyanese people, kids, even you know, me, Alex, Steven, and Jorn. We're in charge of the event, and we're just young kids. So.
Okay.
And this coming December 2015 will make 7 years strong in that one event. In Unique Soundz, I just see like where I am right now, you know, or actually no, sorry. I see myself crawling out of my shell a little bit. You know, I came out of my shell, I started going behind the set this year. In the further year, I hope to be able to MC, because that's one of the things like I've been waiting to do. It's just like I kind of don't have that ambition just yet, because I just put my foot down to DJ. So kind of just waiting to master that a little bit more, and then when I master that, then I'll step out and I want to MC at some of the events and stuff.
Well, my name is Jorn, aka DJ Cuts. I'm one of the newest members of Unique Soundz. I recently joined Unique Soundz a few months ago, and what I do with Unique Soundz, I am one of the experienced DJs when it comes to dancehall and MCing. You know, I bring the energy, bring the experience. I've been in music since I was 13, back in Guyana. Been in the United States about 9 years, so decided to still follow up my music career when I moved to the USA, and just wanted to join Unique Soundz and join, you know, the movement. And I see the movement headed in the right direction, and I see us growing and building and, you know, exploding and going into different ventures, especially when it comes to music, remixes, producing. I see the Unique Soundz movement growing a lot, and I love where it's headed. I was part of Elite Sounds, based out of New York City. We were Elite ATL, and you know, been with them for a while, but just decided to, you know, do something different and make a move, and support my brothers from Guyana. You know, as Guyanese, we should stick together and you know, just build the culture, keep the culture going. Growing up in Guyana, it was awesome, man. I mean, growing up in Guyana, people would think Guyana is all about reggae, you know, because Guyana, we don't have a lot of artists that come out of Guyana, but we listen to reggae music, and we're pretty much like Jamaicans. But growing up in Guyana, we listen to everything. We listen to all genres, and as soon as a song comes out, we have it down there. It's playing on the radios, it's playing, you know, in the push carts. The guys got their speaker and their push carts, and I mean, we're up to date with our music, with every genre. And growing up in my mom's household, she played rock and roll, soft rock, you know, artists like ABBA, Bee Gees, groups like Foreigner. I mean, some real old groups, and that's what I grew up to. I grew up listening to music every day. As soon as I opened my eyes, my mom would put the cassette tape in the deck, and music would be on from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. It's all about music, and I think that's one of the things that got me into music, because I was just raised in music.
Okay.
And there's a lot of songs that I used to listen to, but one song, let me see what song that's stuck in my brain. Sorry, there's so many songs. There is a song, if you don't know, my name is Bjorn. Really, the real pronunciation of it is Bjorn, but my mom thought it was Jorn. So my name came from ABBA, right? Mm-hmm. So Dancing Queen, you know, Mamma Mia, songs like that. ABBA as a whole, mm-hmm. You know, they it was my mom's biggest group, so she was a big fan of that group. So the songs from their album stuck in my head.
Okay.
Man, it's an awesome story. One night at the age of 13, I was headed down the road, taking a walk down the road, and it was a Saturday night. And Saturday nights in Guyana is always party nights. So there was this big sound system that was string up, and as I was going down the road, I stopped into this party that was going on. And when I stopped in, the DJ was my friend from school. He's like, "Yo, I gotta make a run. Can you take over for me?" I'm like, "Dude, I've never played music before. I don't know what to do." He's like, "Let me show you what to do. And it's really simple, but let me just show you what to do." And back then we played cassettes. And I was playing with cassettes, and he showed me what to do. And I started playing. And the party was rocking, everybody was dancing, having a good time. So I was like, man, I like this. I like to see people have a good time. I like the expression on their faces when I play certain songs. And my passion started for music from then when it comes to DJing. And that's where it all started. From the age of 13, I am 32. A lot of people don't know that, but yes, that's 7, 10, 19. Wait, 17? Yeah, 19 years. Well, one word I could say about myself is ambitious, and the reason why I say so, looking from where I came from in Guyana, as a young kid growing up, going to school, finishing school, I worked in the jungle. There was no job, you know, after you finish school, you got your education, there's no jobs pretty much for you to do. So I DJ'd and I worked in the jungle when I moved to America. I mean, the drive and the desire to become someone great and do better was there. So from where I was 9 years ago before I came to the United States to where I am today, I think ambitious and my drive got me where I am, and it's gonna make me go even further. One moment, I would say, and first of all, that you don't make a lot of money with DJing, and I mean, it's all about the love for the music. It's not about money for me. But the thing is, the one moment was when I was playing around some of the best DJs in Guyana, and these dudes played everything that night. When I said they played everything, they played all the hot songs, and they wanted to just put me on the spot, you know, play all the music and say, hey, he has nothing to play, he has nothing to come back with. And I came back, and I went into that box and I dug out some of the songs them from way back, and I killed that party. That moment and that time is when I said, you know what, I can handle pressure well. I do great under pressure, and I was told that by my fellow teammates and by the DJs that did that to me. They came back and they said, we purposely played all the songs to put you under pressure, and you came back and you still mashed up that dance. So they were like, dude, we want you on the sound. And this was Slinger's Family back then. This was one of Guyana's top sounds, and I was playing for Earth Ruler Sound. So they actually wanted to take me over and get me on their system after that night, after that performance. That moment I said, you know what, I was born for this. This is what I want to do, this is what I need to do, this is what I'm gonna keep doing. I'm the older brother to Unique Soundz. I'm the one, like I said, that's experienced, been around for a while, and just experience in MCing and, you know, the different genres, knowing a lot of the older music, and you know how to bring it, how to bring dancehall, how to bring reggae. You know, the twins, they have soca and lock. They know soca music like up to a T, but when it comes to the different genres, you know, bringing that experience piece. Well, Navi, Unique member, I only knew him this year actually, and I mean, I've seen the potential in him with his remixes. He has some of the sickest remixes, and I think a lot of people need to hear them. We're gonna start pushing them out a lot more. Maharaj, he is one of the best chutney Indian, you know, DJs when it comes to wedding house music, when it comes to Indian parties. You know, he rocks it out, and I've known Maharaj for a good time, a good amount of time. I think, if I'm not mistaken, probably about 5-6 years now. And he's one that's gonna start coming out more, because a lot of people don't really get to see him a lot. So he's gonna start coming out more, and everybody's gonna get to know him more. Of course, DJ Triple A Alex, DJ Tricks, Brandon, they're the more popular ones. So. But all together as a unit, we actually just got a new member, and he's from New York City. And when I tell you he's one talented young man, he is one talented young man. So he's gonna be introduced soon to the ATL crew and the ATL people. So look out for him, DJ Impel. I see Unique Soundz touring. I see Unique Soundz going to different states, going to different countries. I see Unique Soundz going to the heart of soca, Trinidad, Tobago. I see Unique Soundz going there and just, you know, launching it big, doing it big, because the talent that we have, the talent is tremendous, and the passion and the drive that all of us have when it comes to music. I see us as a team moving and going places.
I'm DJ Maharaj of Unique Soundz, third official member of Unique. Basically, I've been DJing since I was 8 years old. Prior to that, I was part of a sound group named Unique Soundz. I was the founder of it and DJ with that group for about, let's say, 6 years. Growing up in my household was a very loving household. My parents supported us in everything that we did, decision making, and as well as my two sisters. Whatever decision I made in life, they put forth an effort and pretty much helped me out with whatever I needed to do. Growing up in my household, my parents are from Guyana, so they pretty much carried the Indian and chutney music into our household. So pretty much Indian and chutney is what I grew up listening to. And one of the songs that I could pretty much relate to is Lote Lao, because that was one of the biggest songs to come out in the West Indian community at that time. I would say I'm known for my blends, like blending and transitioning between genres. Pretty much it's not a cut. I will take the beat off one end of one song and bring it in on another, no matter what genre it is. Like going out as of right now, I would say I'm the man in the background. Like everybody as of right now do not know who I am, and pretty much within probably the rest of this year, I'm gonna take that chance for people to get to know who I am. One word to describe me in Unique Soundz is underrated. A lot of people do not know my potential, where I can go and what I can do within Unique Soundz. I'm a man. When I go out and I DJ, I don't stick to one particular type of music. I pretty much go out and I will juggle between all kinds of genres. So when it comes down to DJing, I wouldn't particularly put myself into one particular type of music, even though I love music fully. I love all kinds of music. I see Unique Soundz headed towards the top and being the top in Atlanta, but also traveling as well. Like going out to probably different states, maybe even different countries at that time. As far as myself, within the next 5 years, I see myself focusing on my career path, which I am in school doing as of right now, as well as pushing forth in the music scene as well. Also, probably having family, maybe kids, not too sure of that as yet. But as far as right now, just pushing forth and living life within the next 5 years. My goals and aspirations in life is to get my career, which is actually criminal justice, focusing in that actual aspect. And future goals is pretty much living the American dream, starting up something and seeing it out to the finish. Fun for me is hanging out with my family, and yes, I do consider Alex and Brandon part of my family. The fun days are definitely after we go out and DJ. It's definitely hanging out at the house, watching movies, and just pretty much hanging out with each other. This is what we do when we are not focused on the turntables and all that. We pretty much hang out, chill, eat food, pretty much do what a regular family would do. And we laugh a lot. My definition of Unique Soundz is definitely brotherhood and versatility. We all pretty much knew each other for some years, and we formed that brotherhood with each other. And the versatility aspect of it is we all have our particular genre of music that we go to. Definitely Tricks and Cuts, they have the reggae scene. Alex has the soca, and I bring the chutney and the Indian to Unique Soundz.
When we touch down, the whole place shake.